Dude, I've only been on private jet a few times, and when I was with the creators of Game of Thrones, I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, and the guy goes, big guy goes, put your seatbelt on. I go, no, who gives a fuck, man? I never wear my seatbelt on planes. He goes, on these small planes, you should. He goes, last time we were going, he said they were going somewhere in Ireland on a private jet, and they hit a bump. He goes, I almost broke my neck.
That's right.
He goes, I went up, and the last thing I put here, he goes, I
would have told
you. He goes,
that.
I would have broke my neck.
Yes, you would have.
People, it happens all the time.
All the time. Dogs. My dog. I had my dog on the plane. Me and my dad. Shoom, and like that. My dog fucking hit the top of that plane. It was bad. I had to hold my dog. My dog was like, oh, he got fucked up. My pit bull, right in the back. My father always said, keep your seatbelt on.
Planes are crazy, man.
Yeah, you hit wind shears, you hit wind pockets, you hit like it's just. I'm like, woo! Today's a good day.
I never
to
feel
die.
good with planes either.
Well, you have
Like,
no
I'm
control.
traveling a bunch on Thursday. The air, I just feel like shit.
You have
the
no control.
Air, the people, you're sniffing everyone's farts all morning.
Yes, there's nothing like
Shitty
people
food.
farting.
How's the food not better at this point?
I don't know.
Even when you fly first class, the food, I'm like, why does it have a plastic wrapper
Would
on
it
top
kill
of
you
it?
to have good food? Would it
Would
kill you?
Would it kill you to?
Back in the day, they used to cook food right there. They do rack of lamb. First class back in the day on Pan Am and
Rack
those.
of lamb?
Dude, they would cook you. The stewardesses would come out and they would cook
Bro,
food in ovens.
When you fly international, sometimes they'll strike up those homemade cookies. They come around with hot, fresh baked cookies to everybody.
Yeah. And a wine list.
I will fly whatever you want.
And a fucking
They're
wine list.
delicious.
Yeah.
I have to, and it's rare I do this, but when I'm on tour to flex on my diet, they gave me one. I went, this might be the best cookie I ever had. She came back and went, excuse me, ma'am, do you have any more cookies? She's like, yes, we do.
My mom.
I had to hit her up. I was embarrassed about it. I went, can I get a few more cookies?
Well, my mom embarrassed the shit out of me because my mom and I were sitting coach right behind first class, and they handed out soft, juicy chocolate chip cookies that you could smell and coach. And my mother,
how good does it smell?
My mother said, "Excuse me, are there cookies back here for us?" And the woman said, "No, that's just for first class." She goes, "That's bad manners. I can smell them, and it's tempting me and making my mouth water, and that's bad manners."
my mouth water.
She goes, "That's bad manners." I
The
go,
stewardess go,
"Can you
"Bitch,
not
you should have
say
paid
that?"
for it then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry you didn't pay for first class.
Right. Like, please don't say that. That's super, like, weird to do that.
It's funny, though.
That's bad manners. I was like, they don't give
It kind
a
of
fuck.
is, though.
It was wafting into all our nostrils.
So the reason why I say UFC 217 was the biggest UFC, the best of all time, is because the current layout of the land, where it's been the worst year of UFC ever. The numbers are down. The promotion's awful. Their social media's terrible. They've sold. Ronda's out. Brock's out. Connor's been gone. There's all this stuff. People are hating on it. There's all sorts of shit going on. And they kind of flex their muscle like, whoa. Hold the fuck up. We're still the UFC here. I know everyone thinks that we're the Titanic and the ship is sailing or sinking. No. We're still the motherfucking FC. Relax. It's all good. We still got it. And when you get cards like these, it reminds you of, oh my, there it is, man. That's why we love it. There it is. Dude, we've been so caught up in the Floyd Connor stuff, and that's not what makes this sport special. Or we get so caught up in he said, she said, and who's a draw and this a draw. And then you get this beauty of a card. And it's like, oh yeah, we're good. We're good. We need this one. Good God, did we need this one?
It was a great time.
It's a beautiful, it is a beautiful night.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I agree.
Best case scenario, you couldn't write a card like this. It's exactly what they needed. Exactly.
What's the most that somebody's asked you to borrow and that you lent them? You don't have to name their name, but that you honestly did.
The most I asked to borrow?
Or that you've asked to borrow or someone has asked you to borrow? For me, I think it's just about maybe $400, I think.
$400. Brian's...
You've been in more
pretty
issues probably
loosey-goosey.
because you're an adult.
I've lent I lent a friend of mine $16,000.
Do you ever pay it back?
No.
No.
But I didn't expect it to. I
Yeah.
gave it to him. I said, this is not money I'm going to see back. But I didn't do it because he just really needed it.
Yeah.
And I have no regrets about it.
I was going to buy this house that was just at the time like barely out of my price range, and I needed help with the down payment. And my friend at the time was like, "Oh, I'll just do it, and then you just pay me back. We'll have a monthly plan." And then once it came down to it, I didn't pull the trigger because I'm like, "No, if I can't get the house myself, it's going to cheapen this." So I didn't do it. But he was down, which I
Wow.
was super surprised.
It is cool.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, that's
But
cool, man.
borrowing money and that stuff, that's weird, man.
Yeah, it can just get
I'll
tricky.
if
Rather just
you-
give
if
it
you need
away,
to,
actually, or just if you get it back to
Yeah.
me, you can get it back to me. But yeah, that because
But
then you're on the hook.
I also
to
think
ask.
don't want that
if you have a
expectation.
real friend, like if it's a real friend and they really need it or something that is up, and you can do it, like it's you just have to have that choice.
A lot
like,
of times you're
know.
enabling them, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Where they're fuck ups, and then they're like, "Oh, can I get 10 G's? I'll pay it back."
Yeah.
And you're just extending their time of being a fuck up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because other people, if they need that money, they have means of hard work and other ways to go about getting it.
Sure.
Where it's going to be substantial work, where they're not going to
Like
need
if
to
you
borrow
if
money.
you wanted to start a business, say, I'd be like, and you wanted to borrow, you'd be like, hey, I would lend it to you because I would go.
Yeah.
The chance of you paying me back are very high. Also,
You see him all the time
an
in here,
investment. And then
You
I
could
would
bring
shake
it up
him
in
down.
here.
I shake him down if I
and
have
you could have the audience get angry at him.
Yeah.
You have.
Well, Brian owes me 16 grand from Beth from mixed martial arts fights, but that's
Wow.
and you're supposed to get a tattoo.
a little more
but-
than 16, right?